Good morning, operators. Stand by. Stand by. Coffee's hot, frequency's alive. 145.430. You're listening to the morning hum. This is the Coffee Break Net. Steam rising but the sunrise glow. Signals bouncing nice and low. Foothill light and silicon sky. Morning check-ins rolling by. Call sign ready, mic in hand. Voices drifting through the band. RF dancing in the air. Someone's mobile somewhere out there. Heat up, drop your sign. One at a time, you're sounding fine. Sip so don't rush the day. Net control will lead the way. Coffee on the console, radio's awake. Morning on the machine, give and take. Voices in the speaker, smooth and clean. So like riding on the beam. Checking out, don't hesitate. This is how we caffeinate. From the hills to the bay. W6EK Echo Kilo starts the day. Check here. AllStarLink been feeling strong. Echolink brings friends along. Mobile bass or handheld tight. Everyone's sounding right. Morning traffic rolling through. Signal reports 5x2. Laughing in between the keys. Coffee cup and beeper R's. Mic drop, carry a tone. You're never really alone. One more round, take your place. Good vibes on the interface. Coffee on the console, radio's awake. Morning on the machine, give and take. Voices and the speaker, smooth and clean. Sunlight riding on the beam. Check it out. Don't hesitate. This is how we caffeinate. Morning voices, RF stream. Coffee break, live on the machine. Good morning, operators. Stand by. Coffee's hot. Frequency's alive. Good morning, operators. Stand by. Good morning. Voices. Stand by. Stand by.
this is Mike 0, November Charlie Zulu. Can any stations advise if there's any nets due to begin on this node, please? This is M0NCZ over in Manchester, England. Out.
It starts at 7:30 Pacific, so any minute. K6DXN.
I'm much obliged. Thank you very much, sir. M0NCZ.
Hi, you're welcome. Good morning, or good evening for you. Kilo 6 Delta X-ray November, back on the side.
Your net host for today, which is March 6th, 2026. The Coffee Break Net meets every morning from 7:30 until 10 a.m. Pacific time on the W6EK Repeater, All-Star Node 1018 Echolink, and it's normally on Wires X, but right now it's not connected. This is where the sun is. This is where the sun is always shining, the birds are singing, and the fish are jumping. This is a conversation net, and we generally just whatever we want to talk about. But we do start out with some quick in and outs when we first get going, so that's what we'll do right now. Quick in and outs are 2 minutes or less, just kind of saying hi and get you on your way. So who's out there for check-ins for the coffee break? This is Tom, November 6th Hotel.
November 6th, Charlie Kilo Victor.
Kilo Golf 6,
Good morning. N2 DYI.
Good morning, John. KV6 SSM.
Kilo Delta 6, Charlie Delta, Quebec. KA3 VPM. KJ5 GWN.
Kilo Oscar 6, Kilo Mike Romeo, over. Okay, good morning. We got quite a kerfuffle there. Heard just a lot of stations. So I got Kilo 6 KMR, Robert. I got KJ5 GWN, M3 GMS, KD6 CDQ, KB6 SSN, N2 DYI, KB6 LUB, and M6 CKV. And I know there were a couple others that I missed there in the beginning there. So who am I?
N9MUF.
All right, very good there, Daniel. Yes, I did hear your voice there, and I failed to write it down. Sorry about that. Okay, very good. I think you were up there, around where Patrick was. Okay, let me go with this list, and then I'll do another round of quick in and outs after this. Carl, N6CKV, good morning, and a little on Friday to you.
Good morning, Tom, and everyone else out there. Well, happy Friday to everybody. We made it through the week. I've got a Costco run and a PetSmart run. Got to pick up food for the dogs. Other than that, not much going on today. Just trying to stay well. Back to you, Tom.
All right, very good there, Carl. Well, hopefully you're staying well and things are going well with your procedures and such. And yeah, it'll be a beautiful day outside, so it'd be a good day for those Costco runs. And I think you normally go to Sam's Club too. So I don't know if that's also in the plans. Anyway, anything else for that this morning?
No, Sam's is usually on Monday. Costco is just whenever we need dog food, and it's windy out there, so be careful, everybody. Stay tied down. Next, CKV, I'll say have a good Friday. 73, and thanks for running the net, Tom.
All right, well, you have a great day there, Carl. And okay, yeah, I have to write down. I have to get your schedule to memory there. Okay, Mondays is the Sam's Club. Okay, well, I don't normally do Mondays. That's Brian, so he's probably aware of that schedule. You have a great day. Occurring with Carl. Next, I have Brett, KB6LUB. Good Friday.
and Coffee Break Net land. Good morning. Hope everybody's having a wonderful start to their Friday or into their Friday, I guess, depending on where you are in the world listening to the net. That big orange ball in the sky is shining brightly, which I am appreciative of. Looks like it's going to be another gorgeous day here in South Natomas. Let me see. So what's going on? Oh, I'm going to say good morning to my mom, Bonnie, in Newton, Kansas. She's back there now, and good morning, Mom. Love you. Miss you. Sending you virtual hugs. Let's see. Yesterday was tax day, but I think I got most of it done. I'm pretty sure I've not gotten everything, but yesterday was tax day. One of my things that I hate the most.
I think there's a little bit of a buzz on your signal for some reason, but you said it's pack day. Is that packing stuff up, or what? Explain more.
Sorry, tax day is what we've got. Taxes. The only two constants in life, death and taxes.
Gotcha. Tax day, yes. Well, my tax day is not until April 14th, the day before it's due.
Yeah, normally I am a professional procrastinator, but I decided I didn't want to put that onto my tax person. That would be cruel and unintentional punishment.
Yeah, I guess it depends what your taxes are like. Yeah, I do TurboTax, so I've already got the tax program, and I theoretically could do it early, but I don't ever seem to.
Yeah, and you don't ever really want to give the government the money that you end up giving them anyway. So, all right. Well, in honor of keeping these quick in and out, thank you for running the net. So yesterday was tax day. I'll say real quick, today is going to be wire cutting day. I got a random wire antenna from Simone N60XN, and so I'm cutting some wire links with quick connect ends so that I can access the various bands quickly, and then hopefully get out to a park maybe soon, hopefully this weekend, to test that out.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, I always like playing with antennas and stuff. It's something that you can do yourself and kind of tweak and things, and you get the satisfaction of making contacts. Okay, very good. Well, I guess you're catching the POTA bug from Simone.
Can't say I've caught the POTA bug per se. I'm still, very much a newbie in this sport, so just getting my feet wet in antennas and understanding how they work, and so. That, and I live in very high noise land. I've got 14 high tension power lines running right behind my house, which makes for a very noisy environment. So, all right. Well, again, I don't want to take up too much of time. I know my soft bake timer is probably flipped, and the sands of time have run out. With that, I will say, everybody out there in Coffee Break Net land, have a great Friday. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Be blessed. KB6LUV. Be of love. 73. Clear and listening.
Hey, very good, Brett. KB6LUV and then 6H for the Coffee Break Net. Yeah, that's what's nice about being able to do a POTA. Yeah, if you have a high noise issue and high noise level, you get a kind of a portal to go out there and set it up there. So, and it's also a good learning experience, and also good for preparing for emergencies and stuff too. So, very good. Well, have fun with that, and let us know how those adventures go. All right. So, clearing with Brett. Next, going back to North Carolina, N2DYI. Good morning, Patrick.
Good morning, Tom, and everybody on the net. Hope everyone's doing well. It is currently 72 degrees here this early in the morning, this early in the year. I dread to think what summer's going to do, but yeah, 72 right now, going up to 80, and the next few days look pretty similar.
It sounds like spring has arrived for the spring forward that's coming up on Sunday morning.
Yeah, it definitely did that. It's going to get colder again, I think, by about the start of not this next or so. But yeah, we definitely have spring. We have the high pollen count, high tree pollen count anyway. The grass is not doing too bad, but I'm already taking Zyrtec. It's early March.
I started having some sneezy conditions. I mean, I get it. I usually take something one pill a day during the summertime. But yeah, I've been taking it early. Been taking it for like a month now because I've getting itchy throats and kind of runny nose and stuff, and that helped. So yeah, I think a lot of stuff. I'm not quite sure that the trees and the flowers know what to do with all this kind of changing weather.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. A couple of weeks ago, we had one day where it was up in the upper 70s here, and it got even higher in Charlotte, down south of us. I think it hit 83. And this was kind of interesting. It was kind of odd for me because I was sitting outside enjoying this lovely weather, and I got an alert on my phone that said that there was about to be a blizzard hitting at home. That was kind of an interesting juxtaposition.
Yeah, that is kind of weird. I guess your phone didn't quite know where you were, or you were still set up for New York.
Yeah, I have it set up to give me alerts there regardless of where I am. I get the local alerts plus that. So yeah, it actually did what it was supposed to do. It was just kind of strange.
I put a smile on your face and say, okay, I'll sit out here and enjoy the blizzard.
Yes, and then I will send a text to my partner and tell her what a lovely day it is.
Yeah, you're going to get banned from going back home.
Well, it solves that might solve some problems. Anyway, yesterday was cool. I am not a guitar player. I'm a keyboard player, and I haven't really played guitar in a while, but I picked up a relatively inexpensive Ibanez guitar, electric guitar. It's a 335 copy, semi-hollow body. I also picked up a Boss ME90 multi-effects pedal box thing and a Boss RC1 looper. So now I've got manuals to read and controls to figure out and got to figure out how all this stuff works. Although it looks like the ME90 is pretty easy to figure out. It's all sectioned out pretty nicely with all the different modules and controls kind of laid out pretty logically. I just got to figure out how it all.
Okay, so I think I've known you for a couple of years now, Patrick, and you've gone here and you've talked about different things. I come to the conclusion that you're not happy unless you're fixing something or figuring something out. Is that true?
That's about the size of it. And the thing is, for me, it's the figuring the stuff out part that's interesting. Once I've actually figured it out, it gets boring, and then I forget about it and move on to whatever the next thing is.
Comment.
He's kind of that same way. He'll go down a rabbit hole. He'll investigate, figure something out, and then once he's figured it out and he's conquered it, it's like, okay, what's next?
Absolutely. So that's what I'm up to this weekend. Anyway, clicking it out, so I'll let you go, Tom, and everyone have a great day. Good to hear you this morning. Catch you later. And 672 DYI.
Comment.
Yeah, go ahead, comment.
KB6LUV. Hey, you're going to love that Ibanez semi-hollow. I've got one myself. I've got jazz flat wounds for strings on them. They sound great. Enjoy some of them. KB6LUV. Patrick. KB6LUV. Clear.
Well, I'm definitely enjoying it so far. I have an Epiphone 335 in storage that I haven't been able to play in 6 or so years, and this plays and acts pretty much like it. So I did have to adjust the action a little bit, and I think I have to do that some more. But yep, I think it's I'm going to enjoy it. 7-3 and 2 DYI.
Yeah, I think we can on this repeater, we could probably have a music net, talking about musical things, on the All Music Net or something. And I think there's a lot of people out here that have those interests. I have no musical talents. I have, interest in music, but I don't have any musical talents except I like listening to music. But anyway, I'm sure that Daniel, which is coming up next, and 9MUF probably has something there. Anyway, 7-3 to you there, Patrick, and enjoy your spring-like day there. Going to Illinois now, and 9MUF. Good morning, Patrick, and good morning, Daniel, and happy Aloha Friday.
Happy Aloha Friday to you. Yes, I was definitely been thinking about you, Patrick, as packing up for a doctor's appointment. They want to tell me about the blood and blood draw and other donations that occurred earlier this week, and then come back, do some job searching, and keep preparing for the POTAs, and hopefully some motorcycle on Sunday and a POTA.
Okay, very good. Well, I hope all the blood testing and the blood draw and stuff went well. Have you actually seen the results before? I know my doctor, when I go and do the blood test stuff, they post that the next day, and then I see my doctors a few days, or maybe a week later. So, have you actually previewed the results?
They post them. For some reason, I've just got no desire to look at them prior to the conversation with the doctor. I've got a good idea where it'll be, and I don't tend to. I figure looking at it and then trying to sort out what they're going to say about it is borrowing trouble, so I just wait until the day of.
I gotcha there. Yeah, I guess I don't like to be surprised, so I anticipate that and then look at it first. All right, you're very good. Yeah, I think it's just now the way medical care is and stuff is that all that stuff is online and you can access it. I mean, it's we remember the days when that wasn't so. So it's pretty nice to be able to have access to all that stuff and you go back and even look at previous ones and even compare them. So I think that's always good.
I understand it. I understand the desire to. I tend to borrow too much anyway, so being able to just sit back and go, looking at it's not going to change a thing. I'll find out when I find out. And really, I can look at the results, but it depends on the doctor and the conversation and the interaction about any medication changes. So I figure, why borrow? Like I said, why borrow? Been trying to change that particular habit, and I think this is part of it.
Well, I think it sounds healthy and sounds good there. Anyway, well, best of luck with your doctor visits, and I hope all goes well, and hope you have a good weekend. Are you planning to do going to do POTA on Monday and maybe your music this weekend?
The plan is the studio tomorrow. We've got one of our rack mount units is acting up, and unfortunately it's the aggregator that we've got the snake and the drum kit plugged into, so we've got to figure out next steps for that. Hopefully some other work in the studio, but that's a bit of a blocker to recording anything at the moment without some serious rewiring. So that'll be the plan on Saturday. Sunday, like I said, get out on the motorcycle. Should be a good day for that. And then Monday, my son and I are setting up for the CW POTA, though I'll take the laptop as a backup just in case. We've already got all the radiograms in there. He's learning how to use WRL since he'll be my logger, and I've got WOAD, the WinLink app for Android, installed on my phone, and I'll install that on his phone and my wife's phone as well if people would prefer to take radiograms on the phone or the tablet rather than writing them out.
Okay, very good. Well, it sounds like you're all set up there, and those radiograms and stuff would, I think, a nice little touch there to add to that, and maybe get people to understand what's going on there with the radio stuff and what you're doing. All right, very good. Well, you have a great day and a great weekend, and a good POTA on Monday. Maybe talk to you next week. So back to you there for any final there, Daniel, N9MUF and N6H.
It might be raining here and cloudy skies, but I'm going to keep determining to see the silver cloud, or silver lining on that gray cloud. There's always goodness. Sometimes you've got to look for it, but it's there. Thank you, Tom, and 7-3 to you in the net, and 9MUF.
That's very true about the silver lining and the clouds. Yeah, maybe you'll get some of Patrick's 72 degrees there in spring-like days. All right, very good. Well, you take care, and good luck with your doctor appointment today. Clearing with N9MUF. Next, Tom, KB6SSN. Good morning and Aloha Friday.
Aloha and mahalo. Don't speak Hawaiian, sorry. In any case, good morning. KB6SSN Tom here. Boy, so much to cover today. Real quick, looking very much forward to the camp test. Good stuff out there. But got to have a very good victory to report here. Larry and I completed the Henry 2K amplifier. It's all 100% up and working. We tested it into a dummy load yesterday, and that dummy load is the AllStar 2K dummy load, DL2K it's called. It says in the manual and in the advertisement that it will kilowatts for a full 60 seconds. I am here to tell you today, Tom, that is bovine scatology.
Okay, you need to wiggle your RJ45 connector there. Your mic is very, very low. I did catch it. I turned up the volume and put the speaker right next to my ear. You did say you had success with the Henry 2K linear yesterday, going into a dummy load, and I guess the dummy load was able to handle 2K for a while there. So it sounds like you've had success. Very good.
Well, is this better?
It's better, yeah. Maybe we gotta do a GoFundMe account or something and get you a new mic cable.
Honestly, I have a brand new 510 sitting over at Larry's house right now waiting for installation. The extension, it doesn't come with an extension cable to remotely mount the head, so I had to buy that, and it came yesterday. So Monday we'll probably install that and solve this problem entirely and retire this radio to another function. But anyway, yeah, we got the 2K up and running, 2 kilowatts out load, and yeah, the Palomar or the AllStar DL2K dummy load says in and in the manual that it will take 2 kilowatts for 60 seconds. That is bovine scatology.
Amen.
Yeah, go ahead, comment.
Good morning. Tom, you didn't have to go out and buy the specialized cable for the 510. You could have just grabbed the Cat 5 or Cat 6 from Home Depot in the length you wanted and plugged it in and been good. Ask me how I know. I have a 500 with one and it works great. KG6NLW.
Well, thanks, Frank. Appreciate that piece of data now that we got the cable. Anyway, so we hooked it up to an antenna yesterday, and I can tell you that the AllStar HF Auto Tuner took full legal limit, no issues whatsoever. The Ultimax 124-foot in-fed random wire took full legal limit, no problem. We made a contact on 20 and on 40 with the amplifier running. We made a video of it. It's up on Confederate Sun 1 if you want to see it actually up and running. We can verify that, you got to be careful. You got to stay under legal limit with that thing. And we got down to pretty low drive levels doing that. So we tested it into the dummy load with about 70 watts drive, and we were getting about 1450. And I said, okay, that's about 125. It peaked out at about 2K. So down at 70, it was about 1450. We thought, okay, we'll put that on the antenna. That's under 1500. Test it out. And turns out that the different load between the tuner and the dummy load, yeah, it was a little more. So we had to turn it down even more. So by the time we got to the point where we shot the video, we were just under the legal limit there, and you can see the meters on the amp. It's just loafing along. It's not even hardly working.
I've never run with a linear. I've never had a desire to run. Typically my power limit is around 100 watts on these things. What really scares me is, and I wonder if you actually have tried running that at night and looking at the glow of your antenna out there with 1,400 watts going to it. But what really scares me is you have an antenna system, that you're putting all this power into it, and if the SWR somehow, or if you end up, a lot of times, we go and transmit into an antenna and stuff, and we find out that one of the leads are broken or something like that. I mean, that if you have a big mismatch at 1,400 watts, that could come back in to haunt you, I guess.
Well, there's two schools of thought, in my opinion. There may be more, but the two that I recognize are the fact that you can buy like the Quadra amp that we've been testing. It is a beautiful piece of equipment. It will do just under full legal limit. Actually, we found out it will do legal limit into a dummy load, but that was an accident. But the fact is that it's got all these protection circuits in it. If anything changes at any time along the way, click, 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 and it protects itself and shuts everything down, and you're just fine. But then there's the amplifiers that real men run, and those are the ones that can reach out and bite you. Yeah, death lives in that box. There's no doubt about it. And something changes. You're going to know it. So that's why you always use your exciter first and test and make sure everything's tuned properly to get it's work. It's not you don't just flip a couple of switches and you're on the next band. Or push a couple of buttons, you're on the next band. No, you have to retune everything. Your tuner, your antenna, your amplifier, your radio, the whole 9 yards. Anytime you move any substantial distance in the spectrum. So, it's not for those who like appliances. Let's put it that way.
I definitely understand that. Well, yeah, that's good that they have those circuitries, and you have the precautions there to kind of do stepwise to make sure things are working right. Yeah, it's like I say, it's just not just turning the switch on there and having it happen. Well, I hope that you're subsidizing Larry's electric bill. I mean, this is a lot of you're pulling a lot of current there. It's the amplifier test.
Well, it runs on 220, so it doesn't draw an awful lot of current, at least on the AC side of it or whatnot. Typically at full tilt boogie, you're looking at somewhere right around, I'd say 980 milliamps on a 3,000 volt plate, something like that, with about somewhere between 250 and 300 amps on the grid during that kind of thing. You want to try to tune it down to about 200. When you're using it on single sideband, if you watch the video, you'll see it. The meters barely bounce off the peg. When you've got it down into the legal ham range, you tune it up for full smoke, and then you turn it down to the area you want to use it. It'll sit there at a kilowatt, just barely being tickled at a kilowatt all damn day long, and that's very, very useful if when band conditions are getting worse. And if you want to run, say, something at the 200 or 300 or 400 watt level, you can turn it down to that, and the duty cycle goes way up. So it's very useful in that respect. And it's a grand old piece of equipment that needed resurrecting. That's all there is to it. That's the main motivation in it. And now it's going to sit in the corner for a while until I get a place to put it.
Very good there, Tom. And I think this could have definitely turned into a rag chew versus an in and out, because I mean it's interesting. So definitely I'm going to go check out your videos there. I've enjoyed watching the first few of them that I watched before. I think it's interesting things to watch. Yeah, and Henry 2K is a solution. I remember going up and my life and stuff and getting on here and we'll just 2Ks and all those. All right, well, we move on here, but I think we'll tell you about that check again. We can talk more about that.
SSN melted in the testing, so that's pretty impressive. 73, Tom, have a great day.
was a great day, too, and thanks for that. And, yeah, definitely interesting subjects, and always good to see. It'd be interesting to see Hamfest. The Hamfest is coming up March 28th here in Loomis, California, and I know that you're planning to be there, and it'd be interesting to see what other relics you pick up there and do in your testing. All right, clearing with Tom. Next, Rick, KD6CDQ. Good morning. How are things in North Highland?
Good morning, Tom and Annette. This is KD6CDQ, Rick in beautiful downtown suburban North Highlands. Yeah, I'm waiting as patient as I can be for a Bell Brothers technician to come out and fix my hot water heater. I am not into cold showers. I'm too old for that stuff.
Not good. Did you have a water heater leak, or is it just not working, or what's going on?
Well, I can confidently say that around 6 o'clock last night, I had hot water, and my son at 2 in the morning decided he was going to jump in the shower, and he found out, no, he wasn't. So that pretty much sums it up. I know around 10, 11, 12 o'clock, I still had hot water, but it was probably getting low, and I didn't notice that the temperature was dropping on it. So my son went out there, tried to get the pilot to relight, tried to follow up a few other things that he got off the internet, and finally admitted, Dad, it's dead. So I said, okay, I'll call Bell Brothers and get them out here and come and fix it.
I agree. Taking a cold shower is not very fun. I know that at least you save water because it's probably a very quick shower there. Hopefully they come out and the problem is easy to solve there. You know, like maybe a gas issue or something, and or a thermocouple or something that's not working, and that they resolve it. All right, very good. Well, I hope all that happens, and it happens soon.
Well, I'm kind of making a bet that it's probably a broken wire because we had a similar situation about 3 years back, and we happen to have kitty cats outside that they can get into the closet space built outside my house to hold a water heater. Stupidest way I've ever seen a water heater being put in, but hey, these houses were being built back in '55, so gotta live with what I got. Anyways, I'll make this hit and run now. So this is KD6 CDQ saying 73s, and everybody have a better day than me.
Okay, very good there, Rick. Well, it could be worse. I mean, you could have, a lot of times these water heaters, develop leaks in them, and then they start pouring out water. At least with the water heater outside in the closet like that, if it was to get punctured and drop it, at least it wouldn't ruin things in the house. Hope it's a quick fix, and it is, that cabling or something there, and that they're able to do that and able to take a shower here soon. All right, well, thanks for checking in, and let us know how that goes. So clearing with KD6CDQ. Next up, I have Rick, N3GMS. You've been checked in a couple times here. I don't recognize the call, but good morning to you.
Tom, I do believe that was KA3VGM checking in through the N3GMS node.
Oh, okay. Do I have the call sign wrong there? Sorry about that. I saw it, and anyway, so it's an N3GMS node. So who was the station that is there?
KA3VGM. Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to say hello and actually check in. I missed it yesterday. I had a doctor's appointment and was busy until the night was over, so I didn't get to check in. So I wanted to say good morning to everybody before I start my day today. I'm working on my computer, a new monitor today, so we'll see how that goes today. Hopefully well. Everybody back there, have a good day. We'll talk to you later. K3VGM is closed at 68. Back to you, Tom.
All right, very good there, Jimmy. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, K3 VGM. I guess I've been in the kerfuffle there, running down call signs. I just took what I saw on Supermon, and you were coming through on the N3GMS. Okay, well, have fun and enjoy your tinkering there, and thanks for checking in. We got you in the log, and thank you for that. All right, moving on here. Let me see who the next person is. Oh, I have Will, KJ5GWN. Good morning to you, Will, and happy Aloha Friday.
Good morning, Tom. I was afraid you would get to me and I wouldn't be here. I had to go get something from the office, and I've got a maintenance guy here working on my air handler unit, getting it primed and trimmed for summertime. So, anyway, not doing too much else other than that, and we had some tornadoes last night. There were 7 tornadoes that came out of one storm, and it was a large track supercell that hit Fairview, Oklahoma, which is in northwest Oklahoma. And we had 1 fatality there. Go ahead. This is KJ5 Golf Whiskey November.
Oh, that's sad to hear there. And so how close was this tornado to you?
It was in western Oklahoma. I'm in central Oklahoma.
Okay, well, but it's still kind of scary having something nearby like that, and that's something we don't deal with here out in California, but I know other parts of the country have that. So hopefully everything is okay, and you're going to stay safe back there.
Fortunately, if that ever happens here, we've got a storm shelter in our building that will shield us from any flying debris there. Well, Tom, I'm going to let you get up back at it, and we will catch everybody later. This is KJ5 Golf Whiskey November. We're clear.
Okay, very good there, Will. Well, you stay safe there, and I hope those tornadoes don't come into your area there. But it's kind of scary to know that something like that is nearby. All right, you take care. You have a great weekend, and got you in the log, and thanks for checking in. Next up, let's clear with KJ5GWN. Next, I have Robert, K06KMR. Good morning, Robert, and Aloha Friday.
I appreciate that, Tom, and good morning to you and all the net. And I'm doing my usual routine. I'm off to the gym here in about 10 minutes, and once I get back, continue with my extra studies. I think I mentioned the other day we've got 4 more classes plus one that's a review class, and we do have a project class on one of the Saturdays. I think it's in another week or so. Other than that, I'm going to have a good day. All the talking about guitars, though, the other day I drug out all of my guitars and all of my amplifiers, so I've got them all over the place out here. But I'm going to start that back a little bit, also along with learning CW. So just got a lot going on. Over.
Yeah, the gym, CW, and all that. Now you're going to be doing the guitar stuff. It's not like you keep yourself quite busy there, and I commend you for having the schedule there, like and doing the gym stuff, which is important, and also the CW, exercising in your brain. I mean, all good things.
Yeah, I try to keep going. This semester I'm not taking any classes in school, so I've got plenty of time and even have time to take Karen out for supper and coffee every now and then and enjoy visiting with her. And otherwise, busy day and have a good one. And on that positive note, I'm going to Kilo Oscar 6, Kilo Mike Romeo, and I'm going to call it out and head to the gym. Over.
Very good there, Robert. Yeah, and I was just curious. I know that you're taking the classes that Anders or Orion and Anders and stuff offer, the extra class that's done on Zoom. So like you're enjoying that, and I'm sure that's giving you some good information there. Have you taken any practice tests yet, or are you waiting to the end there before you tackle that part of it?
Actually, I've taken several practice tests, and even with not studying any on the last 5 sessions, I've been making in the upper 60s and 70s range, 70% range with that. So I figure once I get the next 4 under me, I ought to be able to get 75% pretty good, pretty easy. Over.
100% there, very good. I know the classes that they do are very good, and there are a lot of people, a pretty good success rate there, taking the class and then taking the test there. Yeah, so Orion on the VE, on those testing, or the courses, they do the technician, the general, and then the extra class that you're in right now. Okay, very good. Well, thanks for that information, and you have a great day. Have a good time at the gym there, and I'm sure that you're on the schedule and that you're constantly doing it. That's great, and good luck to your studies. Yep. So blanked on your caller. Yeah, KO6 KMR and then 6H for the Coffee Break Net. All right, this is the Coffee Break Net, and that was the list. That's last on my list. So this is the Coffee Break Net on the W6EK Repeater. Want to remind people that we have trivia night tonight. Trivia night we always do on the first and third Friday of the month, and trivia night will be on at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time here on this repeater, All-Star Node, and on Echolink. And typically it's hosted by Simone K6DXN. Maybe he'll come on here and let us know if that's going to happen tonight with Don, or if not, it will be a bring your own trivia to that. We have that, and then I had mentioned earlier that we do have the Loomis Hamfest coming up. This is our big event for the Sierra Foothills Amateur Radio Club, which sponsors this repeater. The Loomis Hamfest, you can get more information by going to W6EK.org. W6EK.org. The Hamfest is March 28th at the Loomis train station, which is up near south of Auburn here in the Northern California. And we're still looking for volunteers if you're in the local area, and you can volunteer to help, with the safety, help with set up and tear down. That would be greatly appreciated. It doesn't require a lot of your time. You basically, spend an hour, getting things set up or tear down, and then you can enjoy the Hamfest and also enjoy coffee and donuts that we offer there too for that. So that's the Loomis Hamfest, March 28th. Starts 6 a.m. for sellers and 7 a.m. for buyers. So put that on your calendar. All right, so this is Tom, November 6 Hotel. Let me go ahead and do another quick round. W6H.
Kilo Oscar 6, Indy Hotel Juliet.
KCL, I hope you can hear me.
KOL, KC8, Foxtrot Vector, good morning, KC8QV.
You're breaking up then.
KG6NLW. I think there I am this morning.
And KO6TH, good morning.
KD3AJN.
KG6QVV.
Okay, I think the last station was KB6QVV. Can you come back and clarify your call?
Kilo Golf 6, Quebec, Bravo, Bravo.
Okay, Kilo Golf 6, Quebec, Bravo, Bravo. Okay, sorry about that. All right, that's a new call song for me. And then I have Anna, and Anna, can you clarify your call again? KA3 is BGN?
Kilo Delta 3 Alpha Juliet November. KD3AJN.
I think I'm going to tattoo your call sign to my forehead or something. KD3JN, okay. Yeah, for some reason that call sign does not stick in my head, so I have to tattoo it someplace here. Okay, gotcha. Then I have KO6TH, I have KG6NLW, Frank. I got KC6FQV, I believe. And then K6DCL, I did hear you, Dave. And then I got Larry, KO6IHJ. And I saw N3, that's, okay, never mind. All right, anybody else that I'm missing on here?
You copy KC8, Fox Queen Victor, KC8, FQV Mark.
Okay, Mark, yeah, I do have you, and I think I said I call you KC6, but yeah, FQV. I do got you on here, so you're number 3rd in the list. All right, so let's go ahead with this list here. These are quick in and outs up to Larry, KO6IHJ. So, yeah, Tom it's like he's been giving you quite an education in your 1 year of amateur radio learning.
Good morning, everyone. KO6IHJ. Yes, he has, and yeah, it's been 1 year and 3 days to the day right now, and I went from tech to extra, and I have learned so much on the HF side you won't believe. And for that power thing about, that power, using all the power, yeah, I got a 7.5 kilowatt solar system sitting in the field.
Yeah, I mean, just thinking about all this stuff. Imagine going by your house there and seeing your whole house kind of lit up with all this RF, especially on the wires out there. Hopefully, no birds are on there when you excite that exciter there in the amplifier.
We do go out and look every time we test it at a high kilowatts because I don't know if you caught that last statement he said. I'm looking at on top of the safe here at a brand new Palstar DL 2K dummy load that got hot enough yesterday that we could make grilled cheese sandwiches on.
Yeah, you think about putting 2 kilowatts through there. I remember Heathkit back in the day had what they called was a Cantana, which was their dummy load, and basically it was this paint can that was filled with transformer oil, and that's what they used to. And I don't know how long it would take to or a kilowatt or whatever it was there, but yeah, it was amazing to see.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not joking. It got hot to the touch to where you couldn't touch it. So I got to take that apart and see if we find anything. Other than that, it's going to be a relaxed day. I'm going to just sit around the house. I can't get up too far away from the house. It's one of those days today. Other than that, it's a beautiful day. I might get out and do some mowing. I need to because we got to take some more videos of our the antenna that can't work. So yeah, we'll take videos of that and show you the antenna that's just junk. Other than that, I'm just in the back. Let's make it short. Got a bunch of people coming in, so I'm going to say KO6IHA73. Everybody have a blessed day.
Well, the antenna that can't work, it sounds like a tease for your video.
Oh, this antenna was great. From Tom, KB6SS himself, when he pulled it out of the van to put it up, the man just started throwing this paper and that paper in this bag. He just, I got everything they said that this thing should work, and I don't think it's going to work. There's no way this can work. It works.
Oh, so it's the antenna that's not supposed to work that does work. Okay, that's a little different story.
Yeah, it works from 160 to 6. All you got to do is use this beautiful little AllStar tuner down here, auto tuner down here on the floor I'm looking at, and this thing will tune anything. But yeah, I can run 160 all the way to 6, no problem.
Just because a tuner can tune anything doesn't mean that it's effective as an antenna.
Yeah, I got a whole bunch of logbooks to prove otherwise this thing works.
Oh yeah, but you're putting 2,000 watts into it. Very good. Well, we will definitely look for the videos too on these things. Interesting stuff. Anyway, it's yeah, like I say, I think you're getting some good experience there with ham radio, probably a lot more than a lot of people do, with all this equipment that Tom is bringing over there and help setting up and doing all that stuff. Anyway, you have a great day and enjoy and take care there. So clear with KO6IHJ. Next, Dave, K6DCL. Good morning, Dave. How are things in Jamestown with Lucy?
And then 6H, K6DCL, and the rest of the folks on Coffee Break Net. Have a good morning. Well, anyway, just to let the last person know, I can cook grilled cheese on top of my VHF radio. My 3185 has a big grill, bigger than the grill on my barbecue, and it heats up real good, so better than the GMRS radio. And I got my Yaesu FTDX10 up and running. It is a beautiful radio for the eye, as well as working just great. I'm very pleased with it, and it's working well. Let's see, what else? Not much else, but I just want to wish you a great weekend. I hope to see you on Tuesday night on the GMRS net. And we're getting low in members signing in. But besides the point, have a great weekend. And hope you're doing okay. And then 6H, K6DCL 73, my friend. See, there's a in and out.
Okay, very good there, Dave. Yeah, K6DCL and then 6H. Yeah, I think I think they consider that the George Foreman on the radios there on those heat sinks that really heat up there with all of the power, 85 watts and such. Well, and enjoy that. Maybe have a competition here with Larry on which thing gets hotter. And sorry I haven't been able to check into your net the last couple of times. It's just been things have always come up around on Tuesday nights at that time. But anyway, glad that you're doing that, and enjoy playing with your DX10. I know those are nice radios here. All right, so clearing with Dave. Next I have Mark, KC8FQE. Good morning, aloha, Friday to you.
good morning. Yep. Getting close to being noon. Well, we got half hour still. Yeah, I had my first dose of my twice-a-day medicine. Now I'm going to go back and do my other medicine. And they got to deduct one pill off of it that they don't want me to take because it interferes with the other stuff. Yeah, we had fog this morning, and it all burned off. A gray day here. It was up to 49. I don't know what it is now. But when I looked earlier, it was 49. And last night was, well, at least the body's doing its thing, waking me up. The mind is when it needs to do its thing. Boy, oh boy, I'm glad it did. So, everything else is going good. And go ahead and announce again. I don't know what's going on. I know Monday they tested me for the 19, they call it 58 degrees here. They said we're going to be decent today, and then it's going to start going back down the temperature department. So we'll just send it back to net, yeah. All kinds of nets. Yeah, all kinds of nets tonight. I love the ION net, and Jeanette has the happy hour net, and there's the Boredom Breaker net this afternoon, so there's enough nets. I'll just send it back to net control, and we'll be listening here. Great hearing, everyone. So KC8FQB.
Okay, very good there, Mark. KC8FQB NN6H for the Coffee Break Net. All right, well, you have a big day. You got a lot of nets there that you check into. Yeah, and we do have our Trivia Net tonight. Trivia Net on this repeater and on All-Star Node and Echolink, and that'll be at 7:30 Pacific time. And it runs for an hour, so it's so join us for that. If you get bored and run out of nets to check into their mark. So anyway, thanks for checking in, and we'll talk to you next time. So clearing with KC8FQB. Next is Frank, KG6 and LW, and also thank you for that correction on that call sign there. Anyway, good morning.
Good morning, Tom and Net. Kilo Golf 6 November Lima Whiskey, and I'll keep it as close to 2 minutes as I can here. Lots of fun stuff going on. I got a video out yesterday about ADIF importing on Apple, especially into Grid Tracker, and the easy way to do it. The super simple, you can't believe it's not butter easy way to do it. That's how easy it is. So I have that out there, and let's see here. No, so just as a reminder for people that may have missed it last week, there is no more NorCal swap for the time being. We are on a hiatus per the request of Chris, and we'll see what happens in a few months here. But in the meantime, I have a live stream that I'm now doing at 7 p.m. Pacific on Thursdays. It's called Fix My Shack. No, not Frank's Shack, your shack. You got something that's not working right, you got a messy cable arrangement that you might need ideas on how to clean up, you don't know how to run your wires, etc. And it doesn't have to be your home shack. It can be your mobile shack. You know, last night we actually had someone come in and go, I got new LED headlights and now I have massive RFI. What's the problem? Let me let it drop here. And we went through the list of a couple things for him to get done, and he's going to come back next Thursday and report back and let us know what happened and if it got fixed. And if it didn't, we'll go down the list of more ideas for him until we can get it fixed for him. So that's Fix My Shack, Thursdays, 7 p.m., and then, of course, Friday, so today, at 5 p.m. Pacific, it's Fridays with Frank. And I have a special guest on today. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's a device that I think a lot of us might like. And, yeah, come on by and say hi. If you can't remember my call sign, well, that's going to be a problem, because that's my YouTube channel, KG6NLW. And the last bit, Tom, tinyurl.com/2 2-meter SC. That's the number 2, and then spelled out meter, and then Sierra Charlie. That's the 2-meter simplex challenge that Mike N2MAK is putting on for next, well, he wants 52 days of transmissions on 5.2. You don't have to do anything special, but go watch the video for further understanding of it. With that, back to you, Tom. Have a great day down there in Disco Bay. NN6H, KG6NLW.
Okay, very good there, Frank. KG6NLW, NN6H for the Coffee Break Net. Well, it sounds like you got a lot of things going on there, a lot of things, and sorry to hear about the swap net being on hiatus. I used to listen to that quite a bit, and that's sad that that's happened, and I hope that comes back at some point soon there. Anyway, so you have a lot of stuff going on there, and a lot of teases there for your video stuff, so people should check that out if they want to. That's KG6NLW on YouTube. All right, well, thanks for that, and good to talk to you on this Friday, and we'll talk to you next time. So clearing with Frank, and now I have Greg, KO6TH. Good morning, Greg, and aloha Friday to you.
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, everyone. Greg, KO6TH. Yeah, good. Looks like it might be a nice day today. I should be doing stuff outside. I'm just getting things started up here. Got a blood draw and some shopping to do, so yeah, medical and just life in general. And got the astronomy video. Looks like I think I've got it rendered, and going to check a view of that, get that posted, and then off to the weekend. So I'm waiting on stuff for the boat in terms of people looking at proposals and things. So we'll see what happens with that. I totally failed in plugging the leak around the window because I couldn't find it without leak. So if it doesn't happen, you're likely to do more damage than if it ain't broke kind of thing. If you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna end up somewhere else, I think was the quote. So anyway, that's on hold. The next week we got the club meeting, so looking forward to that. I'm playing with the audio dongle and OBS right now, trying to make sure that's working. So we make use of the new system there. Anyway, back to you, KO6TH.
Quick comment.
Yeah, go ahead, Frank.
There we go. Greg, I don't know what your experience with OBS is or whatnot, but if you're new to it and you need some help, feel free to reach out to me. That's exclusively what I use on both video recording and streaming.
I appreciate that, Frank. I've been using it for quite some time, too. Love-hate relationship, mostly the latter, but it does work, and it's a matter of just making sure I have levels set right and stuff on that regard. So, yeah, in fact, it's looking like it's kind of wanting to work. So, yay. Anyway, on with the net. Back to you, Tom. KO6TH.
Okay, very good there, Greg, and thanks for that offer there, Frank. Yeah, so you got a lot on there, especially with the boat. Yeah, leak problems I've had trying to resolve leak problems too. When I had a 27-foot Sea Ray cabin cruiser atop the boat, and I had leak problems. Mine came through the portholes, and you could easily tell because there was some carpet right underneath them, and it was kind of stained, water stained and stuff. So that was it wasn't easy to replace them, but that was the issue. But yeah, hopefully what you're getting there is not really a leak, but just maybe just rain, from these winds and stuff that swirl around and stuff. Maybe just kind of hitting things at the right way and just getting in versus actually having something that's letting water in. But anyway, it keeps you busy there, right, Greg?
Yeah, definitely keeps you busy. No, I'm pretty sure it's the portal. Right below it is it's a countertop, and it's in the head. Countertop below was wet. So yeah, it looks like that's where the water is kind of coming down down the wall and then pulling down there. And then down into the bilge, and where there's about a gallon of water. So water came in. And I talked to one of the, so there's the slip 2 down from mine is a liveaboard. And he says, yeah, the wind and rain came through. It was coming from every direction. He said every direction. So I shot the hose at this thing pretty hard, and nothing came in, but who knows what the wind was doing. In the back of my mind, I'm wondering, okay, maybe this leaks further up, he said the mast is often a source of water, but it wouldn't have gotten to the countertop. So that's kind of the puzzle. And what's going, I don't know. Anyway, we'll find it eventually, and hopefully nothing's rotting because of that. That's my big concern. Bilge pump works just fine because it's brand new. It's from January because the old one decided to self-disintegrate. Anyway, such is boat life. Anyway, on with the day, Tom. I'll let you get on with the it's supposed to be a quick in and out. So we'll talk to you later. AL68, 73.
All right, very good there, Ray. Yeah, it's always a tricky problem to find. I mean, maybe it's not that you hit water directly into the portal that's causing the problem, but maybe it's the water that's, hitting the top, part of it and then rolling down into the thing. So maybe it's rolling down into the top seam or something like that. Yeah, I mean, you have to do some creative stuff there. Maybe try taking a bucket of water and just kind of pouring on top of it and seeing if that does anything. All right, very good. Well, it keeps you busy and to keep going on. It's always something, right? That's like a boat. All right, have fun. All right, clearing with Greg. Next, Anna, KD3AJN. And I'm going to take your call sign and write it someplace here, so big letters, so that I don't forget it there. Anyway, good morning to you.
Good morning, Tom, and everyone else on the net this morning. Well, Tom, you would have some explaining to do if you tattooed my call sign on your forehead.
Yeah, that probably was true. And by the way, if I did that, I probably couldn't see it unless I was looking in the mirror, so maybe that's not a good thing.
Well, that's not a good thing. But not too much going on here today. I'm really into nets, and I enjoy them, and I enjoy talking to many different people and communicating. One of the nets I had told Brian about the other day that I get into every week, it's from East Coast Reflector, and it starts at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and it's the youth net, and they're youth that run the net. They're 12-year-olds, and they do an excellent job.
Okay, very interesting. I've not heard of that net before, and or even that concept. So having youth nets where young people run a net, that would be interesting to listen to.
They have moderators that, keep an eye on it and, help them. But the youth mostly do it, and they do an excellent job. I really enjoy that. Usually they ask you a question, and then you can ask the youth any kind of question you want. And it's really nice.
Right, very good. So it's just not a check-in type net, but it actually has some dialogue and getting people to do that. Very good. How many different use do they have running as net control? Do they kind of switch around?
There are 3 youths that do the net. They divide the net up into sections, and each one takes their turn. And they all do great.
Okay, very good. And it sounds like it's a pretty popular net there, and if you're coming back every week, it must be enjoyable to listen to. So anyway, thank you for telling us about that. So that's 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific on the East Coast reflector. And what days are that?
It's on Friday evenings. And they really encourage people to check in and talk to the youth and hopefully to get more youth involved. Well, Tom, hope you have a great day and everyone else. And I will talk to you all later. Have a great one. KD3AJN.
Okay, Anna. Well, thank you for letting us know about that. And yeah, so that would be tonight. So that would be on the East Coast Reflector, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Time. The YouthNet. Well, maybe you would check into that. That's would be a couple hours before our trivia net here. All right, thanks for letting us know, and you have a great day back there. And thanks for checking in. So clearing with KD3AJN. Next I have, this is a new call sign for me, KG6QBB, Kilo Golf 6, George, Bravo. I hope I have the call sign right there. Is this your first time checking in? I didn't see you come up in our log.
Negative on the George, Kilo Golf 6, Quebec. Bravo. Not my first time.
Okay, well, I apologize for that, QBB. And can I get a name there, please?
The name is Alex.
Right, just as you said that, I entered your call sign here, and it came up Alex. Okay, very good. Good morning to you. I'm sorry about the mess up on the call sign. What do you have for the net this morning?
Not much, just doing some electronics troubleshooting an old Hust CNC controller, and replacing a couple of limit switches. Normal garbage here.
All right, is this doing this for work or just for your own pleasure?
Both kind of. I run a CNC shop.
Okay, very good. So, well, it's like you enjoy the work there. So very good. Well, that's pretty good there, and hopefully all that works out well for you, and that you get things fixed.
It's one of those things. It's always doing troubleshooting on old technology. This is running on a 8088 microprocessor, so the old Zilog is the 80s.
Yep, that was all my heritage there, starting out with an 8008 processor, going to 8080s, 80, then 8086, and then the 8088 being the 8-bit version of the 8086, and then there's the 80s. Yep, that is an old machine.
Actually, that would be incorrect. The machine is in the early 2000s. It's just the technology, being that it works and is fairly robust, is not commonly updated.
Yeah, I guess, once it's working and all that stuff is, and they get all the bugs out of it, then no need to change. Yeah, I guess that would be replaced with a Raspberry Pi now if it was been redone.
I don't know whether I'd downgrade that far.
Well, the processors they have now are probably ESP32 or something like that. Yeah, I used to dabble with all those embedded computer systems and stuff for doing things, control
Alpha 2Z.
Okay, very good. Well, that keeps you engaged, and at least you understand that very good. All right, well, I hope that you have a good day there. So you say you run a CNC business, so this is something that you run in a shop or under your house, or what?
I have 6 CNC mills here, 4 CNC turning centers, plus a plethora of manual machines.
Well, in fact, you got quite a collection going on there, and yeah, I think so. A lot of the are you running new CNC software that runs those, and not the actual stuff that runs the machines itself, but things for doing all the designs and stuff. I mean, that area seems to have exploded.
I started out with AutoCAD back in revision 10, revision 14 era, but I run any CAD CAM software on the market, you name it. AutoCAD, SolidWorks, Theta, Elibra, Sheet Lightning, Solid Edge, Pro-E, Inventor. I run them all.
Okay, very good. Have you gotten into any of the 3D printer type of operations?
I was working setting up in 2005.
Okay, very good. Well, I guess the answer is yes for that then. Okay, well, it's like you've done it all and you have quite a bit of experience here. I know a lot of people here. I know a lot of people on the net here have played with 3D printers, and I have one that I play with a little bit. I haven't done just printing out more things that I've just downloaded, but yeah, I mean it's interesting technology, and especially it being available for the masses. I think it's anyway. It's like you got a good situation going on there, and you got a lot of equipment that you have to keep going. So very good. Congratulations.
Yep, thank you. When I started out with setting up 3D printers commercially, they were about $45,000 for a machine. Now you can get a home-based machine for under a couple $100.
Yep, that's what I'm running here. I'm running a Bamboo A1 Mini. I think it was like $200 or something on Black Friday. So, yeah, that was my entry into it. So, and that's kind of where I'm at. But nothing like what you've been doing.
Bamboo Labs Mini is a good little machine. It's got a lot more capabilities than some people think.
Yeah, I've been very happy with it, and I've never had any set of problems with it. I know I've Enders 3 and stuff like that other people have. They're constantly tinkering with it, and this Bamboo one just works, which is kind of why I got it, because I didn't have to spend a lot of time with it. Okay, very good. Well, these are supposed to be quick in and out, so but it's good to meet you there, Alex. Anything else for the net this morning?
Nope, that's about it. I've got to get back to work and back to coffee. This is KG6QBB, clear.
All right, very good there, Alex. Well, nice meeting you, and you enjoy your coffee and enjoy your tinkering there and getting those machines going there. So we're clearing with KG6 Quebec. Bravo. This is NN6H for the Coffee Break Net. All right, so that's my list there. So I will go ahead here and take some more in and outs or rag chew. We can open up for rag chew here, even though we have kind of been doing a rag chew up to this last hour. All right, who's out there for check-ins? This is Tom, November 6 Hotel.
Kilo Bravo 5, Victor Alpha Oscar.
KA6 UAI, in and out.
Okay, I got the Q6DXN for an in and out. I got KA6UAI Ron for an in and out. I got KB5 Victor Alpha Oscar. Anybody else I'm missing from this round?
KO6, Mike India for a short quick in and out.
Okay, I have KO6 Mike India for an in and out also. Okay, let me do my in and outs first, then I'll go to the KB5 Victor Alpha Oscar. All right, KA6UAI. Good morning, Ron.
KA6UAI, good morning, and aloha Friday. Just trying to get my work done early as usual, and I really have this one tedious case to work on, and I've been avoiding it all week, so I guess I'm going to have to do it today. But really, if I get that done, probably take me an hour. I'm mostly done for the day. One appointment coming up, but that'll be easy, and hopefully have a good rolling on into the weekend a little early today, but we'll see.
All right, very good. What does that mean? So getting into the weekend a little bit early, does that mean radio projects?
Oh, yes. I've been having little bits and pieces of things delivered throughout the week. I have some new straight banana plugs that are the all metal for radials and counterpoises, so I need to make take my old angled ones off since I have a new way of connecting it, and get those all done. That won't take very long, but I'm missing a few. I don't quite have a set, and I'm making two sets of 4 each of 20 and 40 for the 2 kits I have, so I don't have to swap those back and forth since they're nice and small. But and then I'm actually going to be building first actual build of a wire antenna. I bought a what is it, 49-1, and I'm making a 66-foot end fed. Just need to, put a little parts on it, some insulators and things, and that'll be easy. Not much to it. And I just haven't tried that before, but I've got the coming today, and I think tomorrow the baling gets here. So that'll be a weekend project, but a few odds and ends. You end up getting enough pieces, and finally you need to start putting them to use.
Okay, very good. Well, it sounds like you got some projects. You always got some projects going on there, and always trying to improve your portable situation. So that's good, and you're learning a lot, I'm sure, in the process.
Yeah, that seems to happen. Lots of online reading about things and how to do it right and not do it wrong. But watching a few videos, but you get various opinions when you do that, and ways of doing things, and you can only really do it once. But nothing in the shack really to work on. It's set up, and unless I want to spend a ton more money, there's nothing to work on. The portable stuff is all simple and relatively inexpensive from this point out, since I have two portable kits, a mobile kit, and one in the living room and one in here of various types, plus my main shack radio. The portables get the attention right now, and hopefully go out on Sunday sometime somewhere and do a setup with either the new antenna or I have a V antenna that I haven't tried with the newer carbon fiber mast, but I'm finding that I'm just about strong enough to throw that backpack on my back and walk around with it for a distance. So I may walk up a little trail here, a golf cart and mixed-use trail, although the golf cart drivers don't seem to realize that people are allowed to walk on that particular path sometimes. But head up there, and there's a little loop area, we call it, in the trees, and just kind of a wild area with nothing in it but a couple of goes around in a loop here in the development. So I may try to just walk over there carrying the stuff, or even throw it in the little cart we have and trek it over there and set that all up on Saturday. But Sunday maybe get off to a park up at some elevation somewhere and set up there. So that'll be fun if I get to do it, but in between projects.
Well, that's always the fun part of it, you know. Building this stuff up, especially antennas and things, and getting unique ways of mounting and attaching stuff, and then going out there and testing it out into parks and doing kind of a mini POTA. Very good. Well, have fun with that, and it should be a nice weekend for that. I think the weather's going to be pretty nice, so you enjoy that and let us know how all that turns out there. So back to you there for a final KA6UAI and then 6H.
Yes, everyone have a great weekend coming up, and hopefully I'll have a short work day, but you never know. It seems to turn into a 7 o'clock or sometimes without being aware of it. All of a sudden it's starting to get dark and you're still sitting here. I'll see what happens. But yeah, I'll get some projects done. Everybody hopefully can get outside. It's starting to get some nice weather going, and no rain in the forecast. Maybe a little wind, but that seems to have gone away too so far. KA6UAI 73. Everyone have a great day and great weekend.
Okay, Ron, yeah, KA6UAI and then 6H. Well, you have a great day and a great weekend, too. Remember, Sunday morning is our spring forward, so basically the clocks go forward, so there is a time change this Sunday. It just seems like it's coming around too soon, but hopefully that means that spring is close by. So, yeah, spring forward on Sunday, so don't forget that when you're going to go out and do your errands and do your park stuff. All right, clearing with Ron. Next, Simone, K6DXN. Good morning, Simone.
Hey, good morning. I wasn't sure if you were going to call me Patrick. Just kidding. I heard a lot of name confusion this morning, so I was just listening and playing around on 10 meters. How are you today, Tom?
I'm doing good, Simone. Are we going to have a trivia contest tonight?
Yeah, it's not a contest, but yeah, we should do trivia. I have my grandson for the weekend, so we're going to have to keep him entertained for a while we do trivia, and we're going to take him to the Railroad Museum, I believe, tomorrow, and have him for the weekend. I told him I'd set up the tent in the living room, and we can do some indoor camping. And yeah, we plan on doing it. We just got to keep him entertained, you know, 5-year-old boy and all.
Okay, very good. Yeah, 5-year-old definitely will keep entertained and keep entertained too. Well, very good. Yeah, no, the Railroad Museum, that should be a great place to go. All right, very good. Well, thank you and Don for hosting the trivia contest tonight. And so 7:30 p.m. On this repeater, AllStar node and on Echolink, and running for an hour. So yeah, it's always everybody enjoys all of the trivia.
Hey, Roger. Hey, while I got you on the horn, have you looked into 3D printed? I've seen them on Etsy, but I wanted to ask you. They make these little, people are making these little clip-on legs, and they flip out like a panel or leg that clips on the front of the G90. And it folds flat, and then you flip it out, and it kind of gives the radio a little bit of a tilt. I would really like to have something like that, and I don't know if you feel like it, take a look for something like that. I think it'd be really neat.
Okay. Okay, so G90 flip out legs. I have not seen that. So basically it flips out and raises with the front of the radio?
Yeah, well, I can only go by the description, basically. But yeah, there's several of them out there. I don't want the big old thing with the fan and all that they sell for $60 because it won't fit back into my Goda box. But apparently there's these little, maybe they don't flip out, maybe it's just it clips on in the same fashion as the speaker baffle, but on the front of the radio on the bottom, and it gives it like a little bit of a tilt back so that, the radio doesn't sit flat on the table. It kind of tilts it, give you more access to the buttons in the face. I don't know, just take a look when you get a chance, and if you find something like that, I'm good on QRZ. You can email me or get my phone number from Brian, AI6US, tell him I said no problem, or anyway, that would be really cool, and I think we would both benefit from something like that.
Comment?
Go ahead, comment.
This is KI6TC. Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Simone. Yes, on my G90, I had that flip out and worked very well. So I'll send you a link on that for Amazon. They do carry them on Amazon. KI6TC. Back to Tom.
Okay, very good there, Glenn. So is this something that you just clip on and it's a solid thing, or does it actually flip up to raise it up? How does it work?
It screws on, and it does raise the front of the radio. Okay.
What he's talking about is they want like $60 for those things. This is something a lot simpler than that.
Simple is what I'm talking about, not with the fan.
Okay, because what you sent me a link for in the past, Glenn, it was like $60. What I'm talking about, people are just popping off on Etsy for $20. Just a simple little plastic tilt back thing. Anyway, you take a look at it, Tom, when you get a chance. I'm not wanting to drop $60 on some contraption from Radioddity, and that's the only ones I've seen on Amazon. So if you get a chance, take a look, Tom, and I'll let you get to someone else. Glenn, you have a great day, too. I'm going to get back to playing around on 10 meters. Kilo 6 Delta X-ray November.
Okay, very good there, Simone, and also to you there, Glenn. Thanks for popping in there. Yeah, Simone, I'll take a look and see what I can see there. I know there's a lot of little accessories and stuff that people have done for those radios. So yeah, I'll look for that on. I'm just curious what's available on for the G90. All right, very good. Thanks for that, and you have a great day. And we'll look forward to hearing you and Don tonight doing the trivia at 7:30 on this repeater and All-Star Node and Echolink. All right, take care and thanks for checking in. And have fun with your 5-year-old grandson there. That'll keep you going and keep you busy. All right, clearing with Simone. Next, I have Jeff, KO6MMI, for a quick in and out. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Coffee Break Net. This is Jeff, KO6MMI. I am also dealing with a 5-year-old, but this 5-year-old is my progeny, my specific progeny, so I have the responsibility of raising them and all that good stuff. That being said, they've gone to school, so I am enjoying some nice alone time with the radio and the coffee break with the wife, and we're just enjoying the day. Hope y'all are also having a great day today.
Okay, Okay, very good. Well, I'm glad that you're enjoying the Coffee Break Net, and you and your wife are enjoying that. And yeah, so you're getting a little bit of peace and quiet now as the 5-year-old is off to school, right?
Yeah, a little bit of peace and quiet, but we don't mind the absolute tornado that is our child. It's nice to feel that energy, that greatness, like just the kindness that she exudes, all that good stuff. But of course she's mine, so of course I'm proud, and of course I'm biased. So that being said, it's really nice to, one thing I've learned as a parent is just letting kids into what you're doing. They're more than happy to be a part of working and doing chores. My daughter loves doing the dishes as long as she's doing the dishes with me. So it's just amazing to see when you share even regular activities with children, how well they, just being with their family and enjoying that time together, how that is.
And I think that's great, and it also creates great memories and stuff too, and things, and just kind of bonding. So very good. Yeah, I think that's important. Just getting kids involved and getting them doing different things and exploring different things and trying different things I think is really great there. Anyway, it sounds like you got the good philosophy going there, Jeff.
Yeah, we try. We try to toe the line between modern parenting as well as classic parenting, because we're both products, my wife and I are both products of some pretty classic parenting, but also like I say classic parenting in a good way, but also classic parenting in a bad way. So we just try to take the good as best we can and give her the best we have. Well, that being said, I am going to be on my way to go do some shopping at the Oriental Market. Got some fun stuff that I got to go pick up and enjoy for this weekend, some food-wise. But I wish all of you a wonderful, wonderful day. Out here in Roseville, it's beautiful and sunshiny, but I will be sleeping here as I work at night. So I'll leave you all with a wonderful, have a wonderful day, and I hope you all have something amazing that happens to you today. This is K06MMI, clear.
All right, well, 7-3 to you and you, Jeff, and your wife, and enjoy your day there. And yeah, I guess if you're working tonight, you're gonna probably need to sleep here soon. All right, well, take care, and thanks for checking in. We got you along. Nice to meet you. Nice to talk to you. And everything is beautiful there in Roseville. I have a place in Lincoln that I go to occasionally, and but right now I'm in Discovery Bay, and it's beautiful here too. So very good. Enjoy the weekend. And you take care. So clearing with K06MMI. Next, I have KB5 VAO. And I have here is David. Good morning. All right. Yeah, good morning to you.
Good morning, Tom, and everybody else on the Coffee Break Net. Congratulations to both of you that have the kiddos for the day. And I look forward to checking in on the trivia net later today. Not a lot else going on, though. I'll send it back to the net, KB5BAO.
Hey, very good there, David. So have you listened to our trivia net? Have you been involved with the trivia net before?
No, Tom. This is my first time.
Okay, very good. Well, you're in for a treat. Yeah, 7:30 tonight Pacific time on this repeater and node. Yeah, Don and Simone do the trivia, and it's just a fun time and kind of a free for all for doing answers and stuff. But yeah, I always find that you always end up learning stuff too. So yeah, so check us out, and I'm glad that you're going to be doing that. So that's a pretty popular net for us. We do it the first and third Fridays of the month on this repeater and All-Star node and Echolink.
All right, sounds good. 5-0.
Okay, David. Yeah, it sounds like you got hung up there a little bit here on your DV switch or repeater phone there. But very good. Okay, well, thank you for checking in, and we got you in there. And yeah, enjoy us tonight. Enjoy the trivia net at 7:30 Pacific time, and we'll talk to you then, or talk to you later. All right, this is Tom, NN6H. This is the Coffee Break Net on the W6EK Repeater. We do this every morning from 7:30 until 10 a.m. ish Pacific time, and we are sponsored by the Sierra Foothills Amateur Radio Club. So I do mention we have the trivia contest tonight, or no, it's not a contest, a trivia net tonight at 7:30. And then we do have, so coming up here, we have the monthly breakfast, which is always the last Saturday of the month. That's 7:30 at Mel's Diner on Highway 49 in Auburn, California, if you're in the local area. And then we always follow that by a fox hunt. And so we'll have a fox hunt, and the fox tender for the fox hunt will be Matt, K06IMP. And that will start at 9 a.m. for the meeting, and then 9:30 to turn on the fox. So that'll be in the Mel's parking lot. So the monthly fox month after the monthly breakfast. Then our next club meeting is going to be next Friday, which is March 13th, 7:30 p.m. And we'll be at the Placer County HHS Conference Center. This is a new location for us. It's a beautiful location. We had our first time was last month, and it was just a beautiful place. So check us out, 7:30. And that's off Highway 80, the Bell Road exit, and it's just a nice location there. We are still asking for bringing food donations. If you're coming in person to the meeting, we like to support the Auburn Food Bank. And you can also see the meeting on Zoom. We have on our Zoom room. You can go there. And so the meeting starts at 7:30. And this presentation for this next meeting will be about our Ham Fest, which is the next topic here. So our Loomis Ham Fest, which is March 28th, we will be giving the details of what we're going to be doing. All of it, and Frank, KG9M, will be discussing that. So that'll be talking about our Ham Fest, which is March 28th, and we are still looking for volunteers. If you're in the local area and you have some time on March 28th in the morning, hopefully you can sign up by going to W6EK.org and signing up there and offering to help, either with setup or tear down or with security, and just the number of different places that you can help at. So that would be very helpful. It doesn't require a lot of your time, and once you're there, you get to look around and enjoy coffee and donuts. So it's a good deal and a good social time there. All right, I will go ahead here and take more check-ins. We'll do Rag 2, and if you want to be in and out, let me know, and I'll put you at the top of the list there. So who's out there for check-ins and N6H?
Kilo November 6, November Uniform Foxtrot, in and out.
N4 LGI, in and out.
Okay, I got N6CGC, I got K4LGI for an in and out, and I got KN6NUF Joshua for an in and out. Chris, N6CTC, were you an in and out also?
I don't have a lot to say, but no rush, so just in.
Okay, I'll put you at the end in the Rag 2 section there. Okay. Anybody else I'm missing from this group of three?
KC5 CPO.
Okay, you got a KC5 CPO. Are you in and out or Rag 2?
hang around a little bit.
Okay, very good. I'll put you in the rag chew section there, so we'll come back to you after all the in and outs. All right, I got 4 here, so let's go ahead with that. So up to the top, AKN6 NUF. Good morning, Joshua.
Good morning, Tom, and good morning to the net. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Friday. Aloha. And I got to run into a meeting here in a few minutes, so that's why I'm a quick in and out. But it looks like it's going to be a beautiful weekend, so I'm going to be busy doing all my tours. Hope everyone has a great one. Talk to you later. KN6.
Okay, very good there, Joshua. Short and sweet. Well, you have a good day there and a good meeting there at work. And thanks for checking in and enjoy this beautiful weather. Clearing with KN6 and UF. Next, let's go to Denver. K4LGI. Good morning, Sam. On Aloha Friday.
Good morning, Tom. Everybody in net here. Denver, about 32 degrees. Snowy and snow all day. So everything's white outside. I'm about ready for another cup of coffee or hot chocolate. See you later, K4LGI.
Oh, I know it's probably not good to deal with the snow, but it sounds like the perfect day there to be inside, to have it snowing outside, and to enjoy coffee, especially for the Coffee Break Net. So, all right, well, we got you checked in there, Sam. Enjoy the day there. Hopefully you don't have to travel out all that snow, and you can kind of just enjoy and hope it clears up soon there for you. All right, clearing with K4LGI. So next up, Chris, N6CTC. Good morning, Aloha Friday.
Aloha Friday indeed, Tom, and a good day to everyone else on the net as well, N6CTC. It's Friday is my son's staff development day, so Friday's a short day. And I got Jackson a private jiu-jitsu lesson for his, which is on Monday, but we're going to do the private lesson today after school. So we got some good stuff going on. It's going to be a fun day today. For right now, I'm just getting some chores going on. Got my coffee brewing, but it's my second French press.
Well, it sounds like you're embracing the Coffee Break Net, the coffee there. And, good to hear Jackson's going to have his own private lesson, so I'm sure he's all stoked about that. And, I think it's impressive for all the time that you spend with your kids, and I think it's really good.
Well, thanks. I appreciate that. It's a lot of fun though, and I've done jiu-jitsu for a long time, so we get to train together. It's fun because he's just getting to the point now where I won't break him just by like pushing on him. So that's fun too. But it's great. He's going to be 16 years old, which just blows my mind, and signing him up for driver's training and all that. But it's an interesting experience. You know, he's growing so fast that I can, kind of watch it happen.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they definitely grow up fast, and at least you're fully involved with your kids and Jackson and stuff. So that's really good. Yeah, and so I guess he's now with jiu-jitsu. He's got to the point where he can defend himself from you.
Yeah, jiu-jitsu does teach you to have some good confidence, because you learn that you can't judge a book by its cover. So I think that the biggest lesson that you learn in jiu-jitsu is that just because you may be bigger than somebody doesn't mean necessarily that they're not going to choke you unconscious. So it's one of those things too, where it's kind of like a safety thing, where you might, it gives you that opportunity to say, okay, let's remember, what is the most effective martial art? The answer is track and field.
Okay, I didn't expect the answer to be track and field. Explain.
In the famous words of King Arthur on Monty Python, run away!
Yeah, after I asked that question, I thought, well, that probably means to run away from whatever is happening.
That's right, Tom. Safety first, especially when it comes to fighting. You don't want to do it. Avoidance is always the best, and so I think that, anyway, it's just a good sport, and you got to get kids involved in something, and I only pick from the pool of sports that don't, have a good history of getting hit in the noggin. If every once in a while, if the head hit rate is the same or lower than playing at the park, I tend to go for it. I like those non-impact sports a lot better, so it falls into that category. Anyway, I'll let you get on with the rest of the morning. I got some more choring to get done here, and these dishes are staring at me.
Okay, definitely understand. Okay, well, thanks for checking in and giving us a little bit of update there. Yeah, I guess one of the tendencies of somebody learning jiu-jitsu and those type of things is that they may feel overconfident and end up trying to pick a fight versus trying to avoid one. So that's good. That good philosophy. Yeah, kind of run away from it, and if you get cornered, well, then you can at least have the confidence to defend yourself. Okay, very good. Well, you have a great day there, and enjoy time with Jackson, and hopefully he enjoys his private lesson there in 6CTC and in 6H.
Yes, sir, and we're looking forward to seeing everybody at Hamfest. Jackson and I will both be down there, and Jackson will be doing the mobile coffee duties. So see everybody down there, N6CTC 73.
Yep, and just remember, don't mess with Jackson because he'll be stoked up there. Anyway, thank you for volunteering for helping out there with the Hamfest, and we're also looking for other people to volunteer too. So the Hamfest, March 28th, looking for volunteers. If you can haven't signed up and you have some time there, it's just a great social event. Going to have coffee, donuts, and prizes and all sorts of things. So it's really good. So it only takes about a half a day. Typically by noontime, everything is cleared out. It starts early, but we're doing setup and then tear down. But we can use some volunteers. So Hamfest, March 28th. Go to W6EK.org to get more information and to sign up. All right, Chris. Well, thanks, and we'll talk to you next time. Good to talk to you. So clearing with N6CTC. So next I have KC5 CPO, Dave. Good to meet you, and Aloha Friday.
Yes, aloha indeed. And any net that incorporates Monty Python is a pretty awesome net. I'm driving around in my mobile shack. I office out of my car here in Fort Worth, Texas, and we're expecting some severe weather, so that should be kind of interesting. But yeah, talking about kids, really proud of my son will be graduating in spring from Texas Tech, and it's been a long journey with that, and we're very proud of him. My daughter doesn't live too far from us, and we get to see the grandkids, ages 2 and 5 respectively, and talking a lot about kids today, and man, as fun as kids are, wait till you get the grandkids. We get to see them every Sunday, and it's just a delight to have.
Okay, very good there, Dave. Yeah, it's nice and to be.
graduating with a graphic arts degree, and actually, the university has hired him already to be on the marketing team and as a faculty. So he's already got a job lined up, and he's good to go. He doesn't want to live in Lubbock. He doesn't like the flat there, but then again, you know, he's got a job. So thank you for the congratulations. He's worked really hard for this.
I'm sure he has, but yeah, I do understand about the flat and the heat. Unfortunately, though, his line of work does me no good. I can't see it. But anyway, congratulations all the same. 73 KB5 BAO.
Okay, very good. Well, yeah, and congratulations to your son there for graduating. So you mentioned about doesn't like the flat. I've been to Texas, I guess, a few times. I haven't been all over Texas, but isn't Texas mostly flat?
Oh, depends. It's a big state, you know. We got a little bit of everything. We got beachfront, oceanfront. We got mountains. We do have flat. Here in Fort Worth, it's kind of hilly here. Then you got the piney woods and some national forests out in the east, and yeah, we got desert too. So yeah, we got a little bit of everything.
Okay, well, I've hung around Austin area and never been to El Paso, but and also Fort Worth, Dallas, Fort Worth, and I think the only hills that I saw there were overpasses, but yeah, but yeah, I haven't explored the state that much, but okay. I was just curious. When you mentioned about being flat, I always think of Texas being very flat. All right. Well, anyway, congratulations on your son there, and also being close to your grandkids. That is always a treat. Anything else for the net this morning?
No, that's pretty much it. Yeah. The DFW area is not very hilly, but you go out to Lubbock and places like that, you could put a marble on the road and it won't move. You can see for miles. You could have your dog run away and watch him run away for weeks, probably. Anyway, thanks for letting me check in. This is a fun net. 7-3. Aloha. This is KC5CPL.
Okay, very good there, Dave, and thanks for checking in. And yeah, I didn't know that about Lubbock, but yeah, I haven't explored all of Texas. I've just been in the few major places here. Okay, very good. Well, thank you for checking in. Good to talk to you. Yeah, what's nice about this net is we get people, especially now, getting people checking in from all over the country, and so you learn about different places and different things. So it's always good. All right, well, thank you for checking in, and you take care and have a great day and a great weekend. Also remember that this Sunday we actually spring forward, so there's a time change for everybody else out there to remember. We have to remember to box forward by 1 hour before you go to bed for spring forward on Sunday. All right, so that's the end of my list here. So this is Tom, NN6H. This is the Coffee Break Net. contest. You call it a contest. It's not a contest. The Trivia Net tonight, 7:30 to 8:30 Pacific time on the Repeater, All-Star Node and Echolink, and that's hosted by Don and Simone. And they will be providing the trivia questions, and you can provide the answers. And it's always a great net, great time. Then I did mention that we do have the Hempfest coming up, and still looking for volunteers. I feel like a broken record, but so you can. That's on March 28th, and you can sign up for that at going to W6EK.org. Also, that website, W6EK.org, is a great website. It has all the different events that's happening with the Sierra Foothills Amateur Radio Club. It also has information about our repeaters and the All-Star Node and Echolink and things. So, and you can even go and look at Supermon that's on there and find out who's actually checking in. We use Supermon here for the net control to be able to manage all the different stations that are checking in. All right, I will go ahead and let's go do another round of quick in and outs, which are 2 minutes or less, supposedly, for doing just kind of saying hi and doing some quick topics. So we'll go ahead and do that. Then we're running up to the end of the net here at 10 o'clock in another 27 minutes. So who's out there? This is Tom, and then 6H.
KO6BMA.
Good morning, Tom. This is Dan, KO6IDV.
KB6ED.
Okay, I got KB6ED, I got KO6IDV, and I got KO6BMA. Anybody else that I'm missing from this group? Okay, then we'll go ahead with this group there. So I got KO6BMA. Garrett, good morning. What do you have for the net?
Morning, Tom. I'm just hooking my radio back up to the stock antennas after doing a POTA yesterday with Simone. Had a great time, took my HF out, set up a really nice hand-built antenna from just parts in the garage and a couple of gifts, and we were stretching across the United States yesterday. It was a really good time.
Okay, very good. So what kind of antenna did you put up there? Was it like an end-fed or what kind of, or was it a tuned antenna?
It was a 17-foot whip, sometimes called a performer. It's tuned to the degree that you slide it down for, to balance the SWR a little bit. It has a couple of radials on it, a tripod antenna holder, and, the whole thing was up and running in, 7 or 8 minutes. I was pretty impressed with how it all came together. Only was missing one part.
Okay, well, that sounds funny. Oh, so what part was it missing?
When cable is produced, it has two ends that match, whether they're male or female. I'm not sure what they are. So I put a choke on the feed line, and I needed to get a barrel adapter for it, and we were scrambling. We finally found one. But, it doesn't make sense that they make them double-ended instead of having a male and female on each end. The parts kind of fit together that way. I don't know. This comes from me doing irrigation for my whole life.
Yeah, I think what you're talking about are the PL259, the connectors there, the male connectors. Well, maybe it was made thinking that you're going to be connecting to a radio and just a short cable. I don't know how long the cable was, but that would plug into the back of a normal radio, which has what they call an SO239, which is the female version of that.
Yeah, and I needed a double-ended one and didn't have one. Finally found one in my bucket of parts, but it's funny. You can buy parts and then buy pairs of parts and extra parts and still not have everything you need. Crazy.
Yeah, we've talked about that on the net before. You know, where you have something, and I've done that too, where I order stuff, and then when you go to use one, you know you have it, but you can't find it, so you end up ordering it again on Amazon, and then it comes in, and then you find the original stuff. So, yeah, I have a whole box of, and I've made sure that I put it in a plastic box, and I marked it, basically all my connectors, like SMA adapters and like the SO232 adapters and all that stuff. So, yeah, it's a common thing.
I started laughing because once I started looking through the bucket of parts, it was just all shiny and silver. They all looked the same. Anyway, I had a really good time. The weather's great. I plan on activating more often, and just what a great community. I'm thankful that I got involved, and I'm glad that I got my general, and I'm going to use up my battery as much as I can.
Yeah, I think that's great. Like, going out with Simone and probably Jimmy and stuff, and just, it's probably just really good for the social part of it too, not just the radio part of it.
Well, you can definitely get some feedback when you can hear their voice and you hear their inflection, and you know you're talking to a guy or a gal, and you get a little report about what's going on. The world gets a lot bigger all of a sudden. And we were trying to make contact with a guy in Germany today. Almost made it.
Well, that's good, and that's always the fun of it, right? You put this stuff up, especially I enjoy building antennas because you can go out there and you put them up there, and then you can get the feedback of the contacts.
I've definitely heard that ham radio isn't about the electronics, and it's not necessarily about your power source. But if you don't have 10 antennas, are you really a ham operator? Over.
The corollary to that is if you don't have 10 HTs, are you really a ham radio operator?
Yeah, well, I'm on the way. I've got 3 so far, so we'll see how that goes. Maybe I'm not there yet. Anyway, it's great talking to you, Tom. Morning to the net. Thanks for taking care of us. And 7-3. KO6 BMA, clear on your final.
Very good, yeah, and I think you mentioned about ham radio, just that it's more than just, the contacts and stuff, but it's also, ham radio is different things to different people, and that's what's nice about the hobby is, people that enjoy building stuff, and maybe enjoy building electronics, and enjoy building antennas, enjoy talking on the radio, or enjoy the computer stuff, interfacing that to radios, there's all sorts of things, so I think it's good. Plus it also has the social part of it, which kind of ties things together. You find people that have like interest and then that develops a bond and you go forward. So anyway, very good. Well, I'm glad that you're enjoying the hobby and enjoying things and having fun. So we'll go ahead and talk to you next time and enjoy all the stuff that you're doing there. So clearing with KO6 BMA. Next I have Dan, KO6 IDV. Good morning and aloha.
Good morning, Tom. This is Dan. I'm actually in Orangeville. I think you might be thinking of the other Dan, but that's okay. Just working away, not a lot going on, not a lot of plans for the weekend. Still got to work on my wife's Jeep. For some reason I can't get the steering shaft column under the steering gearbox. I get it like halfway and it just won't go the rest of the way.
Well, maybe you might want to call the other Dan, and maybe he can get some help there on the mechanical part of it.
Yeah, I guess I could. I do have a friend come over tonight when I get off work, so hopefully we can get it on there. So, I don't know, it's not that complicated. You got a little shaft that sticks out of the gearbox, and steering column, linkies things are supposed to slip on, and for some reason it's only going like halfway. And I don't want to drop the whole thing again. The thing's kind of heavy.
Yep. Well, it seems like even the simple things have issues there. Well, yeah. Hopefully you get that resolved, and that your friend can help put that on there correctly.
Yeah, I hope so, because I don't want to put the tire rods on and the drag link on. Well, I can't put the drag link on yet until I make sure I've got all that settled, situated. So, yep.
Okay, very good. Well, anything else you have going on for the weekend?
That's really about it. Church on Sunday, and hopefully relax a little bit. So, weather should be nice, and so that's nice. But yeah, that's about it. So just thought I'd check in, say hi, and give a little chat.
Okay, very good. Well, good to talk to you, and yeah, good luck with that steering column there on the Jeep there, and hope that all gets resolved. All right, you take care in 73K06IDV and then 6H.
Thank you, and have a good weekend, Tom.
You too, Dan. All right, next up, Ed, KB6ED. Good morning, Ed, and aloha Friday to you.
Good morning, Tom, and aloha Friday to you and the net. You've been talking about little children this morning. I took on a little child recently, if you'll remember, a little puppy. And I'm kind of thinking in terms of dog years. At some point over the past 8 months, there was somewhere along there that she was probably considered about 5 years old. And now I'm dealing with puberty. She just went into her heat cycle, her first heat cycle. And my dad recommended that I go through 2 of these before she gets spayed. So, a new experience, and I am playing the protective father, keeping my eye on her, keeping her close. She's outside now, and I've got a portable battery-powered camera, solar-powered battery, solar recharge camera out there, and I can keep an eye on her and make sure nothing happens.
Okay, very good. Yeah, so you're the protective dad there. So is she in an enclosed area or is it an open area?
Yeah, the only area I've really got to keep her in without, I have a big garden area that's fenced in, but I'm sure she could figure out a way to get out of that, or some fellow could figure out a way to get in, but the area that's kind of her main area, she's on a cable connected to a fence that's the side of a rose garden, but she's on the outside. And I don't want to put her in the fenced-in rose garden because she likes to dig, and she's seen me pulling up weeds in the garden. She likes to pull up plants, and I don't want her messing with all that. But so yeah, I've got to keep an eye on her, and she prefers to be outside, and I'm doing some things inside. So the camera gadget is pretty handy, and it makes me think of all the possibilities these days for GPS location tracker so that everything, if I had an actual daughter, she'd be in trouble.
Yeah, there are a lot of options now, and even on phones. I mean, there's a lot of apps on phones that my grandson has a he's 13 and he has a cell phone now, but installed a tracking app on that, so she can go there, and I know other families have that, where they can basically go there and look and find where they are and make sure that they're in the right location, and it gives kind of a peace of mind, I guess.
Yeah, I just accidentally disconnected myself. Anyway, I'll turn it back over to you, Tom. Enjoying the net today. Thanks for running it. In and out, KV6CD 73. Hope you have a great one. Hope you have a great weekend.
Okay, yeah, very good. I was mentioning about that nowadays people have these apps on their phone, and my grandson is 13. He has an app on his phone that allows my daughter to keep track of where he's at and stuff, and so it gives a lot of peace of mind knowing that he's at school or he's at a certain point on school and can kind of watch that. And I guess he doesn't he doesn't feel like he's being surveyed, so that's good. Yeah, well, have fun, have a great weekend there, and I guess you'll be having fun watching where your dog's going and taking care of things. So you have a great weekend and enjoy this beautiful weather. KB6ED and then 6H for the Coffee Break Net.
Yeah, you too, Tom. Thanks. 7-3.
All right, well, good morning. This is the Coffee Break Net on the W6EK Repeater. I am Tom, and in 6H, I am the net host here for today, which is March 6, 2026. I'll do a few things here where we have a few nets that are on this repeater. First off is tonight we have the Trivia Net, which will be at 7:30 Pacific Time on the W6EK Repeater, Echolink, and AllStarLink 51018. So that'll be at 7:30 to 8:30, and that's hosted by Dawn and Simone. So join us for that. And then on Monday night we have the All Nodes Net, which is at 6 p.m. Pacific Time, 9 p.m. Eastern. And that's what we talk about nodes. Anything that's node related, either All-Star, D-Star, Echolink, anything like that you want to talk about, digital type stuff, join us for that, the All Nodes Net. That's every Monday. And that's a very popular net. And we have it on early because we have a lot of people across the country and in the East Coast joining us. So that's 6 p.m. Pacific Time on Monday. Then we have the Omer Net, which is the first and third Wednesday of the month. That's at 7:30 Pacific Time. And that's hosted by Eric, W6EMR. And that's a great net for asking questions like about antennas or radios or any of those things. And there's a lot of people on there that will help you out. Then we have In the Shack, which is on the second and fourth Wednesday. And that's kind of like the Omer Net on steroids. It's on video. It's on Zoom. It's not on the repeater. So you join us at 7:30 on the second and fourth Wednesday. And that's generally hosted by Greg, KO6TH. And that's where you can kind of show off in the shack what you're working on. So people have shared schematics or, showing products that they're working on or their battery builds or all that stuff. So it's kind of more of an in-depth thing, and that typically can run for an hour and a half. So that's always a good one in the shack, second and fourth Wednesday. Then on Thursday nights we have our weekly 2-meter net, and that's at 7:30 Pacific Time, and that we share ARRL news, a satellite report, and then there's a mystery question, and then followed by check-ins. So that's the weekly 2-meter. 7:30 on this repeater, All-Star Node, and Echolink. And then, as always, we have the Coffee Break Net, which is 7 days a week here at 7:30 until 10 a.m.-ish, and that's where we have all the good conversations, and that's what we're doing now. All right, getting about 8 minutes from our closing time here at 10 o'clock, so I will go ahead and just take in and outs for the coffee out there, and N6H.
W6H.
K6GQP. Sierra Lima Echo.
Okay, I got 3 there, and I just got a partial call. Who is the Lima Echo station?
Good morning, Tom. Kilo Charlie 6, Sierra Lima Echo, mobile.
W2VX.
Okay, great. Yeah, I didn't even recognize your voice there, but you had doubled with the other station, so I just heard the last part. Okay, W2VX. I got KC6SLE. Then I'm having a K6GQP.
Roger.
Okay, then I had W6H Ryan there. All right, anybody else I'm missing from these quick in and outs? Okay, hearing none. Let me go to the top here. Good morning, Ryan, W6H.
Good morning, Tom and the net. W6H from downtown suburban Reading. Wow, what a difference a couple weeks makes. Last week I woke up to snow on the ground, and today it's all, the sun is hitting the ground. So, absolutely wonderful outside. Got a couple things to do here in town, and then I gotta be back in Sacramento for a pizza party at 6 p.m., so I don't know how lively I'm going to be for a pizza party, but that's one of those things. Now, the app that you guys have on your phone, that's Life 360, correct?
Yeah, I believe that is the one that people use, Life 360.
That's an absolutely wonderful app. We've had that in our household for maybe 10 years or so, and exactly not to surveil, but just if there's concern. You can the GPS coordinates are, of course, based on your phone, obviously, but they're uploaded, and they're as precise as your phone is. It's a great way. If you get lost in the mall, there's like, where's my wife at? You do one of those, and it finds her in Macy's, and you're in the food court. Then it's really a good app to have. We also use that to just find out where our son is. Is he on campus, in class, or is he back in the dorms? And it's a wonderful app. So anybody that just wants to have a little bit of little shoulder nudge on where is your family at, the app is Life 360, and it's on Android and Apple.
I think I know a couple of people that have used that, and they really like that, especially that gives them some peace of mind. I heard a thing this morning on the news, I have both Android and iPhone, and the iPhone has find my iPhone or find my device and stuff, which I've used quite a bit. But somebody, kind of a practical use of that, somebody I heard this morning, I guess her husband went skiing, and tried to text him a couple times, and he never answered. So she used the Find My device or Find My iPhone, which the same as the Life 360, and saw him that he was on the ski slope. And she checked in a couple times, and she never saw him move from his location. And so she feared the worst, and so she basically contacted the ski place, and they sent out the ski patrol, him buried in the snow. So, a very practical and useful thing, and I guess he survived, but, he's kind of in bad shape.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, my gosh, another ski story. Anyway, don't want to take up any more time. It's at the witching hour, and it is a quick in and out. So, but that's my endorsement, I guess, for that app, Life 360. 7-3, Tom. Thanks for running it. W6H.
Okay, very good there, Ryan. So I'm just curious. So is that and it seemed like people were using the free version of that. Are you using the free version, or is there a paid version? I don't know how it limits that.
I'm a sucker for doing paid version, and I just look the other way when it comes to the checking account. When it comes to subscription services of any kind, HBO or Netflix or whatever, but it gives you a look back of history more than the free version. The free version gives you like a day or two. The paid version gives you, I think, unlimited. Like, this person went from this location to this location and spent 35 minutes. They went to this location, and then they spent, an hour there or whatever. So it gives you a looking glass, I guess.
Okay, for those that want to really be a stalker. Okay, interesting. Yeah, no, I think it's a good thing, and that is one that I've seen a number of people use there. So very good. Well, thanks for that, and you have a great day there, Ryan, and take care. So clearing with W6H, I got Jeremiah K6GQP. Good morning.
Hi, good morning, Tom, and everyone on the net. I think I heard my buddy Gerry on here earlier. If you're still listening, what's up? But yeah, just mobile over here, going to Yosemite to spend the weekend. So we're excited. It's my baby's first trip, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes. And yeah, we're just mobile over here, headed to pick up some friends in Daly City. But yeah, thanks for having me. K6GQP.
Okay, very good. Well, Yosemite, yeah, it should be a beautiful weekend for that. So what are your plans in Yosemite? Going to do some hiking or just chilling out?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we don't have anything planned. We're just kind of gonna relax at the Airbnb, and I've got my radio stuff, so I'm gonna try to activate on phone and CW. So we'll see about that. But yeah, we don't have any hikes planned. We're just gonna relax and maybe take some pictures.
All right, very good. Well, yeah, it's probably a good weekend there. Hopefully it's not too crowded, and yeah, combining some radio stuff there, so doing a kind of a quick POTA stuff with. Very good. Okay, well, enjoy and have a safe trip there, and enjoy that. K6GQP and then 6H.
All right, thank you. 7-3.
All right, 7-3. All right, next up, Graydon, KC6SLE. Good morning, Aloha Friday.
Good morning, Tom. I'm just returning. Hopefully you got a good copy of me on mobile. Just returning from Mark's house where I took all the stuff that I took out of the one trailer that we had at Jim's house yesterday. Took everything out that didn't belong in there as far as what we were using that trailer for, and I took it over to Mark's today, and Mark and I organized it into field day stuff, Hamfest stuff, and general club. Mark's got the trailer set up really well, so we got everything out of my truck and into the trailer and organized really well.
Okay, very good. Well, thanks for getting all that stuff set up, and I think that's probably getting all kind of primed for the Ham Fest on March 28th there. So thank you for all that you're doing and taking care of all that.
Oh, it's all good stuff. Yeah, it's nice. The trailers are working out really well. It's nice to have the trailers. Really appreciate Scott arranging for us to receive those as a donation. And they're working out really nice. I've got the one that normally is over at Jim's, I've got at my house. So as soon as the Hamfest is done, I'm going to go ahead and do some work on it. I want to pack the wheel bearings, do some other things. Some of the lights need to be replaced. So Jim did a great job. I'm just going to put a little spiff on it.
Very good. Well, thank you for doing all that stuff and taking care of that. So I just one quick question there. So I know that you've just recently started up on StarLink. So how is the StarLink system working out for you?
I love it. It's great. Ever since I switched over to it, I've had zero problems. I've had no outages whatsoever. I've been watching my usage because I'm on the 50 gigabyte or gigabit plan. I've been watching my usage, and it's metered usage, so you can't go crazy with all the YouTube and stuff that you watch and you download. I usually in the evening while we're watching TV, I'm usually tasking and looking up some kind of information on there. So I'm watching my usage. It appears that I will probably not be able to live within the 100 that I have for the month. I'm probably going to have to go to a bigger plan.
Yeah, they just recently upgraded that. Originally, the roaming plan was 50 gigs for $50, and now it's $50 for 100 gigs. But yeah, they kind of typically say it's probably about a week's worth of activity, streaming, and all that stuff. So yeah, it's really made for somebody that may be just kind of doing weekends camping.
Yeah, and that's originally I got the unit to use in the RV, and now I'm using it on the house, and I went ahead and bought a Mini to use on the RV. So I'll switch the Mini over to the roaming plan, although I'll put it on the $5 plan while it's not being used. And then I'll switch the home plan to the next, the basic plan, I guess, which I think is unlimited, right?
I think it's a 120 and it's unlimited. Yeah, they kind of they have a couple different tiers that they can have in certain areas. I think in our area I haven't seen the different tiers. It's only because I know they have an $80 tier, but I think that's in places that maybe is less congested. But I think they're all unlimited in terms of usage.
So what happens when you reach your limit? The speed just drops.
Well, for the residential stuff, there is no limits there. They just kind of the difference is they changed the maximum download speed. But even in the lower plan, I think it's still pretty good. Yeah, so that's the residentials are unlimited there. And as far as the roaming plan you're on right now, you have up to 100 gigs of data. And then once you reach that, then it actually falls back to the very slow speed there of like it would be on standby, which is like less than a megabyte, which is, in my opinion, except for doing voice calls and text and maybe AllStar, it has no purpose. You really can't surf the web. You can't do any downloads of videos, all that stuff. It's very, very slow.
Well, it's a great system. I like it. It's the reliability is probably, so far, I don't have a whole lot of data. I've only had it on it for a matter of a month. But so far, it appears that it's rock solid. It's definitely competitive with
service I was getting out of Chico via microwave off of Wolf Mountain. And that was our only option here. Well, there's maybe Hughes, which I would never go with Hughes. But it's a great system. It's well thought out. I like the app. You know, the app lets you do a lot of fun things with it. I haven't played with the Mini yet. I just haven't had the time, but I want to get the Mini out and try it out. But I saw a lot of videos, a lot of YouTubes on the Mini, and people are just thrilled with that too.
Yeah, I have the Mini, and I have right now. It's still on standby, but I've used it, occasionally for different things, and it works out well. And I think Burton has it on his truck, and he's used just driving around, even though it says you're supposed to, orient it towards the north and all that stuff. A lot of people have done it on vehicles, moving vehicles, and it works fine.
Well, I'm continuing to learn the advantages of it. I can already see the advantages of it, so appreciate you asking, and I appreciate your help in the beginning getting that all squared away and set up. And I wanted to thank you, Tom, too, before I sign off, I wanted to thank you for volunteering to be one of the Elmers for the Loomis Ham Fest. Appreciate that. I didn't catch that your name was not on the list last night, but you got it, so appreciate you. Anyway, everybody have a great day. I'll let you get on with, you're after 10. You probably want to close this net down. Clear, I think Doug's behind me, so good morning to Doug. KC6, SLE.
Hey, very good there, Graydon. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I can do the Elmer stuff. I'm going to be there doing photos in the morning, so that typically, but towards the end of the shift there, I can doing the Elmer stuff, and I can also probably be walking around and also taking pictures at the same time as doing the Elmering stuff. So that should work out okay. All right, and thanks for heading that up and volunteering and for that. So yeah, if other people want to volunteer to help out at the Hamfest, just go to W6EK.org, Frank KG9M. You can contact him directly, or you can fill out a form on the website, and that's on March 28th. So that's looking for people that can help out, and it's always a fun event there. All right, 7-3 is there, Graydon, and you take care and have a safe drive back home. Clearing up safe drive back home. Next up, Doug, W2VX. Good morning, Doug, and Aloha Friday. How are things in Never Never Labs?
Good morning, Tom, and everybody else on the net, if anybody's left out there. Just getting ready to jump on the bike, so I'm going to make this short. Just say good morning. Going down to the river, and I'm going down to Oregon Bar River Access, which is not the China Bar, going down to the confluence. A couple of people have asked me, do you ride your bike down to the confluence? That road is really crazy. And the answer is yes, that road is really crazy. That 49 road, that's not what I do. I'm a chicken when it comes to riding in traffic. Anyway, Tom, have a great day. 7-3s to everybody. That's my final. W2VX, I'm clear.
Hey, very good there, Doug. Yeah, I was one of the persons that asked if you were. I just had this vision of you going down Highway 49 down to the confluence, and thinking that's crazy to ride that road there, to share with all those cars. So, okay, very good. Well, enjoy your bike ride, and say hi to Teresa, and take care there, and we'll talk to I'm sure soon there. All right, clearing with W2VX. And then 6H for the Coffee Break Net. Yes, it is after the witching hour of 10 o'clock. I got 10:11 here on my clock, so we will go ahead here and open it up for quick in and out, and for the log only. I'll take also for the log. So who's out there before as we close down the Coffee Break Net?
Thanks, Tom. W8LDT, Tim, Michigan Mobile. Good morning.
N5TIN for the log.
E7DFP, Cannon, Twin Falls.
Kilo 6 Victor Papa for the
Bravo 3,
log only.
Charlie, Sierra Yankee for the log.
Ooh, Mike 6, Mike for the log.
All right, let me go who I have here. Okay, I'm figuring out here. Okay, so I have KM6MM. I got Mike, and by the way, Mike, your audio is very weak there. So just FYI for KM6MM. Then I have AK6NS. I have KB3CSY, WB7UKX, K6 Victor Papa. I got KB7DFP, and I'll come back to you in a minute, Ken. I got N5TIN, and I got W8LDT. So KB7DFP, I think you're the only in and out. Good morning, and of course you know what the question is.
Good morning and happy lentil soup day to you. No, I'm kidding. That's what I'm thinking about having. But heading home, it's cold and windy. It's 43 degrees, but it probably does not feel like it. Probably feels colder to me. Anyway, KB7 DFP mobile.
All right. Like a great soup day then, if it's that cold.
Absolutely. I don't know if I mentioned, but yesterday we did get a little bit of snow, but then it went away by the afternoon, so it was kind of a joke.
Well, I think that's always the best time. I mean, you can get a little bit of snow there, it probably looks beautiful, and then it clears up, and then you don't have to deal with it.
Yep, absolutely. Well, and then this weekend I think it's supposed to get pretty nice, and on Sunday up to 68, I think, and for us, it's probably pretty warm.
Well, I think that's going to be warmer than it is here, so, yeah, well, enjoy your spring-like weather. So do you ever get a lot of days where you actually get snow that sticks for a couple days?
On a different year, but not this year. This year was a little odd. We didn't really have much of any snow. Maybe one day it was there for a little bit and then it was gone.
Okay, well, I think it's it's better to do that than to have to deal with a lot of the snow and kind of dig out and have frozen car doors and all that stuff. So, well, you take care there. You have a great lunch and stay warm.
I will. Well, I like snow, but now that it's getting to this time of the year, I'm ready for the warmness. So have a great day. KB7 DFP clear.
All right, 73 Ken, and yeah, enjoy your lunch there. KB7 clearing with KB7 DFP. Okay, so let me go ahead here and do another round. I'll do in and outs or for the log and N6H.
KI6LOP. Tom, I wasn't able to hear if you got me the first time.
All right, good morning, Russ. KI6LOP. You sound good on your clear node.
Well, thank you. I just got a couple of those 5R minis yesterday, and so that I got it programmed up, and that's what I'm using.
I really like the form factor of the Baofeng UV5R minis, just the right size.
Yeah, and the menu's idiot-proof enough even for me.
Yeah, but it's a pretty nice little radio, and it has a nice little menu on it and stuff, and yeah, to me it sounds good, and it just a equipment the right size to put in your back pocket and walk around, and you can listen to your node and communicate.
Amber clear color, kind of a clear colored case with the amber look to it. I really like it. It's kind of different.
Okay, very good. Well, anything else for the net before I go ahead and hear and they do a last call?
Just working this morning, then starting a lot of home projects over the weekend. So everybody have a great weekend, and it's going to be beautiful. And KI6 at LOP 73.
Very good there, Russ. 7-3 to you, and yeah, you're sounding good on your new clear node. Yeah, and also this weekend, just want to remind people that we do have Spring Forward on Sunday. So you're going to lose an hour of sleep, but yeah, I think it sounds like it's going to be a nice weekend all around here for weather-wise. But yeah, we will lose an hour of sleep on Sunday for Spring Forward. All right, do one last call for the log only for the Coffee Break Net before I close things out and shut things down.
N2ZJB for the log. And NM68WB3 CSY. Tom, I think you called me KB3 CSY.
Okay, yeah, WB3CSY. I might have called you something different, but I have you written down there, Rick. I know your call sign, so yeah, WB3CSY. I have you correctly in the log here. All right, and then I saw KH7WM, and I have N2ZJB. Also for the log here. So anybody else that I'm missing? Final call.
N6WYZ.
Okay, N6WYZ, you are the last one for the Coffee Break Net for today. Okay, very good. So I will call that a wrap for the Coffee Break Net. I am Tom, NN6H. This has been the Coffee Break Net. We do this every morning, 7:30, 10 a.m.-ish Pacific time on the W6EK Repeater, AllStar 51018, and on Echolink. And tomorrow we can continue the conversation with Orion AI6JB at 7:30. So just want to remind people that we do have a trivia night tonight at 7:30 on this repeater, hosted by Dawn and Simone, and that'll be at 7:30 to 8:30 Pacific time on the repeater and on the node and on Echolink. And then, again, I had mentioned that this Sunday we have Spring Forward, so you need to set your clock before you go to bed on Saturday night, and we'll end up losing an hour of sleep, unfortunately. So this is the Coffee Break Net. This is where the sun is always shining, the birds are singing, and the fish are jumping. And as we're getting into to March here, that seems to be more the case here, getting spring-like weather all over the country. So enjoy the weekend. Enjoy this Aloha Friday. This is Tom, NN6H, and I will be returning the repeater back to normal operation. And everybody have a great Friday and a great weekend. NN6H is clear.